Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Divya Singh'S Socio Lab. So children, today's session is all about part 2 discussion of chapter resources and development. In the previous session students हमने discuss किया था about part 1 of resources and development जिसमें हमने discuss किया था what do you mean by resources and what are the different types of resources. Okay, so today is our part 2 session. So I'll quickly take you toward what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so children, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Children, I hope screen is visible to all of you, right? So now children, today is the part 2 discussion. मैंने अभी बताया आपको. So children, मैंने आपको बताया था कि हमने पिछले सेशन में we discussed about the definition of resources and types of resources. In today's session, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss about resource planning and land resources. And next session में students, we are going to discuss about soil, types of soil, soil erosion and conservation. So let's start the discussion. Children, now मैंने पिछले सेशन में आपको बताया था that resources are very important for us, right? And we discussed about different types of resources. But children, resources are limited, so we have to use them in a planned manner. Okay, that is very important children. रिसोर्स प्लानिंग क्यों जरूरी है? पहला टॉपिक जो है रिसोर्स प्लानिंग, व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट? बिकॉज रिसोर्सेज आर लिमिटेड एंड चिल्ड्रन, रिसोर्सेज लिमिटेड है तो हमें उनको सेव करना है फॉर फ्यूचर जनरेशन. लाइक आपने सुना होगा, हमें पानी वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. वी शुड नॉट वेस्ट वाटर. व्हाई? बिकॉज वी हैव टू सेव इट फॉर फ्यूचर जनरेशन. सो चिल्ड्रन, इस कॉन्सेप्ट को क्या बोलते हैं? व्हेन वी plan the resources and use and we save it for future generation, we call this concept as sustainable development. What we call this concept? Sustainable development. So children, resource planning बहुत जरूरी है because resources are limited, so we should use resources in a sustainable manner. And children, resources are also unevenly distributed. Okay children, I'll give you two examples. See, resources, अब हमारी इंडिया की बात करते हैं. इंडिया में ही रिसोर्सेज अनइवनली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है. अगर हम इफ वी टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ राजस्थान, ओके, राजस्थान हैज एनॉर्मस स्कोप ऑफ विंड एनर्जी एंड सोलर एनर्जी. ओके, but now if we talk about Jharkhand and Orissa, they are very good in other minerals. If we talk about Arunachal Pradesh, they have good scope of water resources. So children, हर जगह पे, every place in India is rich in different resources. Okay, so they are unevenly distributed, so we have to plan a strategy so that हम उन्हें balanced way में use कर पाए. And children, we should definitely stop few activities like deforestation. Deforestation means cutting of trees. इससे क्या होता है? हमारे कंट्री के resources waste हो जाते हैं. Okay, now हम resource planning कैसे करेंगे? I'll discuss with you. Next slide. So children, resource planning in India. So first of all children, हमें क्या करना है? We have to identify the resources. Like India, just now मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया था, कौन कौन सी जगह कौन कौन से रिसोर्सेज में अच्छी है. Okay, so we have to do survey, we have to do mapping. Okay, like Rajasthan is good in wind and solar energy, and I gave example of Arunachal Pradesh, good in water resources. So we have to survey and we have to map it and we have to identify where we have resources. Okay, that is our first step of resource planning. We have to identify which place is good in which resources. Second, we have to develop a plan structure. Now students, resources है बट हमें टेक्नोलॉजी चाहिए ना उस रिसोर्स को यूज करने के लिए. चिल्ड्रन, मैंने फर्स्ट स्लाइड में ही बताया था, रिसोर्सेज को यूज करने के लिए, उससे एक पार्ट ऑफ इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट बनाने के लिए वी नीड टेक्नोलॉजी. सो चिल्ड्रन, we should have one planning structure. So children, एक resource को with appropriate technology and skill we can make it like a valuable resource for the nation, or we can tell that it is utilized for the economic development. So एक बार आपको resource, आपने resource identify कर लिया, then we have to develop a plan structure. Then students, प्लानिंग स्ट्रक्चर ठीक है, बट ऐसा प्लान होना चाहिए that it should be with the matching with the nation development plan. So हमें प्लानिंग ऐसे करनी है कि सी चिल्ड्रन, हमें अपनी ग्रीड के हिसाब से प्लानिंग नहीं करनी, हमें प्लान ऐसे करना है रिसोर्स को कि नेशन का डेवलपमेंट हो। सो गांधी जी की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन है यहाँ पे, देयर इज इनफ फॉर एवरीबडीज नीड बट नॉट फॉर एनीबडीज greed. Okay, so children, people should not waste resources because of their greed, right? So we have to plan our resources in such a way that our nation should progress, right? But I hope till here everything is clear. Now the next slide tells you about some milestone. Children, क्या milestone achieve किए गए हैं resource conservation में? So children, 1968 में Club of Rome first advocated resource conservation in a systematic way. 1974 Schumacher presented Gandhian philosophy in small is beautiful. Children, ये question बहुत बार एग्जाम में देखा गया, MCQs में आता है. This is very important. Schumacher presented Gandhian philosophy in small is beautiful. Like they will give you some option, okay, but the correct one of the answer is Schumacher. Like the correct answer is Schumacher, but they'll give you some option. ये question MCQs में बहुत बार आता है. Okay, now children, there are some commissions who have also done about to introduce the concept of sustainable development. और 1992 में एक अर्थ समिट हुआ था रियो डी जेनेरो में. Okay, the 100 plus heads of state signed declaration on climate change, biological diversity, and they adopted very important agenda 21. So ये कुछ milestone मैंने आपके साथ discuss किए regarding the conservation of resources. Next, I'll now take you to the next slide. Children, way of planning. Children, हम क्या कर सकते हैं, कैसे हम रिसोर्स को प्लान कर सकते हैं कंजर्व करने के लिए? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, वी शुड यूज इट इन अ ऑप्टिमम मैनर. ओके, वी शुड नॉट वेस्ट रिसोर्सेज, वी शुड यूज इट इन अ ऑप्टिमम मैनर. ओके, एंड चिल्ड्रन सी sometime what happens, the industry throw their waste directly into the river. No, it's not good. They should properly manage the waste and they should not throw it in the water and they should not pollute the water. Okay, so that is very important. And children, जो products है like wood and plastic, उनको we have to reuse them, we have to recycle them. So children, आजकल ये concept आपने बहुत जगह देखा होगा, we should recycle the scrap. That is very important. Okay, so that's how we can conserve our resources. Now the next topic, children, so resource topic वहाँ पे over होता है. So I hope there is no doubt. So the next topic, children, now coming is land resources. So children, I want to ask you one doubt. I want your answers in the comment section. What is the total land area of India? Okay, ये answer आप देंगे and I want to see your answers in the comment section. Okay, after this session you have to tell me. Okay, so I'm not telling you right now. So children, first now land resources, what we are going to discuss in land resources कि चिल्ड्रन, हमारा जो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लैंड है वो किन किन चीजों के लिए यूज होता है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एग्रीकल्चर, देन इस्टेब्लिशिंग इंडस्ट्रीज, सेटलमेंट मींस वी बिल्ड हाउस, ऑफिस, बिल्डिंग्स, कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ लैंड, लाइक हियर कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ लैंड बेसिकली दे आर ट्राइंग टू से हियर इज रोड्स एंड ऑल जो आप कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं, रेलवे लाइन कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं. सो हियर ट्रांसपोर्ट नेक्स्ट पॉइंट मैंने लिखा भी है वो. उसके बाद में फॉरेस्ट, our land is also utilized for forest and also some relief feature like mountain, plateaus, plains. Okay, so children, मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी, if we speak about India, 43% of the land is utilized for plains, okay, 30% for mountains and 27% for plateaus. Okay, now children, हमारे इंडिया में एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये हो रही है कि land get degraded. Land degradation के causes क्या है? Why the land get degraded? First is deforestation. Children, cutting of trees. Cutting of trees is one of the major cause of land degradation. Okay. Second is construction activities. Children, आप आए दिन देखते होंगे बहुत जगह पे construction हो रही होती है, ठीक है? So construction activities are one of another major reason for land degradation. Industrial effluents. Children, जो आपका pollution हो रहा है, ओके, एयर पोल्यूशन, लैंड पोल्यूशन, सॉइल पोल्यूशन, ये सब बिकॉज ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल एफ्लुएंस हो रहा है. सो दैट कॉजेस लैंड डिग्रेडेशन. माइनिंग. सो चिल्ड्रन, एक चीज मैं आपको अब वेरी इंपॉर्टेंटली बताना चाहूंगी, देखो मैंने माइनिंग में कुछ एरियाज मेंशन किए हैं. सो देयर आर सम एरियाज इन इंडिया वेयर लैंड गेट डिग्रेडेड बिकॉज ऑफ सम पर्टिकुलर रीजन. सो झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा में लैंड गेट डिग्रेडेड बिकॉज ऑफ माइनिंग. अगर हम बात करते हैं गुजरात, राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र की, देयर लैंड गेट डिग्रेडेड बिकॉज ऑफ ओवरग्रेजिंग. ओके. Now, if I speak about Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, their lands get degraded because of over irrigation. Okay, so children, ये कुछ चीजें, कुछ areas के नाम आपको पता होने चाहिए. Why land get degraded and what is the reason in that area? Mineral processing and industrial waste again is one of the very important cause of land degradation. Okay. Now, children, as land degradation is happening, what are the land conservation measures we are going to discuss? So, children, हम land को कैसे बचा सकते हैं degraded होने से? So, conservation measures आपके सामने हैं. First is contour plowing. Contour plowing means children field plowed along natural hill contours. So, contour plowing is one of the very important reasons, students, जिससे हम land को conserve कर सकते हैं. Strip cropping, cover crops planted alternately with cultivated crops. Strip cropping basically, students, when कोई भी crop जहां grow हो रहा है वहां पे आप small crops, small grains grow कर सकते हैं. That is strip cropping. Planting shelter belt. Shelter belt means, students, planting tree in a row. अगर आप trees को row में प्लांट करेंगे तो वो विंड की स्पीड को रोकेगा. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट सॉइल लैंड इरोजन और सॉइल इरोजन विल नॉट हैपन. क्रॉप रोटेशन. स्टूडेंट्स सी, हमें क्रॉप रोटेशन करता रहना चाहिए. लाइक सेम लैंड में वी कैन ग्रो different crop as per the different cropping season. Terracing means, students, terrace farming like stairs kind farming. Okay, mostly mountains पे की जाती है, like specifically for crop tea and coffee. Okay, plugging and gullies, they are also one of the very important reason, like we can conserve our land. Fallowing, students, fallowing is also one of the important reason, means allowing overused land to rest for some time. Children, see, sometime क्या होता है, land को overuse किया जाता है, because of that the land fertility gets decreases. So we should do fallowing, means we should give some rest to the land. Okay. And children, use of fertilizer. Nowadays, children, सी, कोई भी चीज का यूज अगर आप एक्सेसिव क्वांटिटी में करेंगे, सो डेफिनेटली इट स्पॉइल्स, right? So we should use fertilizers definitely, but in a planned way. We should not overuse anything. Okay, so these are some of the conservation measures we should adopt to conserve our land. Okay, so children, this was the video where we discussed about resource planning, and also we discussed about land resources. Okay, so children, first of all, I would like to thank you for watching my channel, and please stay tuned and stay connected with me. Okay, and see all the videos. And children, I want to share very important thing. See, children, during the videos, अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट होता है, ठीक है, आपको कोई कॉन्सेप्ट समझ नहीं आया, so what you can do is you can write in my comment section. Okay, so what we can do is, after completing the session, after completing all the 3 parts of resources and development, what I'll do is, I will keep one doubt class. Okay, in that I will discuss about the concept which you have doubts, which you have mentioned in the comments. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, so thank you, students, and don't forget to subscribe Divya Singh'i Socio Lab. Okay, I'll meet you all in the next session. Till then, stay healthy and stay connected with me, and stay tuned for the next PPT. See you all. Bye. Take care, all of you. Thank you.